Turn in your Bibles to Job chapter 27. We're going to go from 27 all the way through to the end of chapter 31 tonight. Job chapter 27, we're going to read verses 2 through 7. I'm going to ask if you'll stand when you get there, just as we honor and reverence God's Word being read. Job chapter 27, just pick up in verse 1. It says, "Moreover, Job continued his parable, and said, As God liveth, who hath taken away my judgment, and the Almighty who hath vexed my soul, all the while my breath is in me, and the Spirit of God is in my nostrils. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit." Look at this verse. "God forbid that I should justify you, or that I should give in to you three fellows. Till I die, I will not remove mine integrity from me. My righteousness I hold fast, and will not let it go. My heart shall reproach me so long as I live. Let mine enemy be as the wicked, and he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous." Father, we come to you tonight thanking you for just who that you are. Lord, we thank you for the song that's been sung. We just ask you just to bless those that participated in that. Continue to let music be an integral part of our church. Father, we thank you for that, for the music part of it, but we thank you most of all for your word, and that I believe that worship leads up to your preaching, Lord. And I ask you tonight just to preach through me, Lord. You preach to all of us and give us what we need tonight. Let us understand how much you love us and how much you're in control. Father, we love you and we praise you. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. When I was studying this week, I was going to start off by asking you, how many of you have ever asked the question, why, when you're going through suffering? Then I stepped back and I thought, that's not the right question to ask, because if you've lived any amount of time at all, you have suffered and you have asked why you were suffering. Better question may just be to ask, when was the last time that you asked the question, why? Have you done that recently? You may want to try to be super spiritual and say you never question God, but the fact of the matter is that we all ask why during the course of our life. We all ask those questions. We ask, why did I lose my job? You ever lost your job? I had a friend of mine Friday, I found out, lost her job. I lost my job one time. And you go through and it's like a divorce, it's just pulled from you. People ask, why did my business fail? People ask, why am I struggling financially? People ask, why did my spouse leave me? People ask, why did I receive the news that my doctor gave me at the doctor's visit? Why did my spouse get bad news? Why did my child get sick? Why did my spouse have to die? Why did my child have to die? And you can go on and on and on and on. We ask those questions. If I counted, and I may be wrong, Job asked no less than 20 times in his book, why? And not one time did God ever provide Job with an answer. Even when God spoke at the end of the book, God never answered Job's question of why he was going through what he was going through. Joni Eareckson Tada, some of you all know who she is. She's known as Joni from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. She wrote that why is at its root a me-oriented question. Why is the most self-centered, the most me-centered question a person can ask? Job asked the question. He asked, why am I suffering like I'm suffering? In Job chapter 3, he asked, why didn't I die at birth and why can't I die now? Job asked, God, why won't you answer me? And then Job reaches a point that it says, if God won't talk to me, then why can't I have a mediator and have them talk to God? And then I believe he turns to his three friends, and I think he asked God at some point in time, why did you send these three clowns to me to try to encourage me along the way? Job begged to know why he was going through what he was going through. But now listen, I believe maybe the blessing and goodness of God is that he don't answer us every time we ask why. Because you know, if you knew the answer to everything of why things happen in your life, it would grieve you much more than you can stand. Turn over to Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Let me show you that verse. Okay? Ecclesiastes 1, verse number 18. We went through Ecclesiastes a few months ago on Sunday nights. I just want to show you this. Next time you step back and say why, God's withholding that for some reason. Ecclesiastes 1:18, look at what it says. For in much wisdom is much what? Grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. In much wisdom is much grief. I've asked why I don't know how many times, things that go on in my life. Why am I going through this? Why have you placed me where you placed me? Why am I doing what I'm doing right now? Why is this going on in my life? And there's times I sincerely beg out, tell me, God, why? I can tell you back when I got sick in 2007, that question came up, why? When Mackenzie was in the hospital just this past year, I asked why. When Michaela got sick this past year, I asked why. When Angie had to go in the hospital, I asked why. We got our health summary sheet the other day, and I looked at what we paid, and for myself, it was like $98. And all the rest of them was like, seriously, it was a huge amount of money. And I asked, why did all three of them have to be in the hospital this past year? Why? God ain't never came down and said, here's the reason why they was in the hospital. For in much wisdom is much grief. Let me just, I guess in introducing, I believe there's 4 different types of suffering that we encounter. You can write these down. I believe first is persecution. Persecution is undeserved, but it's allowed by God. Persecution comes through the hands of somebody else. Matthew 5 says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. I hear people debate, is Christians going to go through tribulation in the end time? And I think about people like Bill Wallace, who was a missionary from Knoxville that went to China and was tortured and killed. I think about people like that and I go, Christians are already being persecuted. My understanding, if you go in the Middle East in certain areas and they know you're a Christian, they'll kill you. Persecution come to our land yet? Maybe not like it probably will. Persecution, though, we suffer through persecution. You ever been persecuted? Remember now, persecution is undeserved, but it's allowed by God. Second way we suffer is through punishment. Punishment is deserved. Punishment comes at the hands of other people because of something that we shouldn't have done. People's in jail tonight down at Kingsport because they're being punished. You ever been punished? Another way, well, let me just tell you this. Punishment and persecution are 2 different things. There's times I'll be punished and I'll go, boy, I'm being persecuted. No, I'm not being persecuted. I'm being punished for something that I did. Growing up, when Dad whipped me, I can remember thinking, boy, it's persecution. No, I did something wrong that I shouldn't have done, and that was punishment. But I believe when parents punish their kids, it's another form of suffering. It's chastisement. Chastisement is just discipline. And chastisement in God's kingdom is suffering that's inflicted by God through circumstances or people, but out of the love of God. And it's for our best. That's the way that we should deal with our children. My dad chastised me growing up. I thought it was punishment. I thought it was persecution. But it wasn't. It was chastisement. Chastisement is the way that we should deal with our children. We discipline them for correction, for the future, so they can correct course. I've told people sometimes, people say, do you think you ought to spank kids? I said, yeah, I do. Because sometimes spanking is just a reality check. You hear what I'm saying? There's times just spanking their bottom and it jolts them into reality. Oh, yeah, okay. I understand now. I shouldn't have been doing that. Chastisement. Chastisement is not for past mistakes. We discipline for correction for the future. Something happened, we chastise, we discipline for the future. You ever been chastised by God? I have. Well, then the fourth way I think we can suffer is what Job's going through, affliction. Affliction is undeserved. Affliction is permitted by God, but affliction is almost always never understood. Job didn't sin to cause affliction to come up on him. It just happened because God allowed it to. James 5:13 tells us how afflicted should deal with their affliction. It says, is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Affliction's there. And affliction, unless it's through God's grace, is not going away. Job suffered immensely, and he was going through affliction. But you know, one of the beautiful things, if you just go through, and I encourage you to go through and just read the book of Job, from start to finish, just like you would a novel. Don't go in it to study and so forth. Just read it and get the high points in it. When Job got really dark, when you could feel Job's going through the pain that he's going through, that's when Job allowed God to shine the brightest through him. Numerous times, it got really dark in Job's life. And Job began making statements like, I know my Redeemer lives. Like the verse I read, God forbid that I should justify you till I die. I will not remove mine integrity from me. I'm going to hold fast. And here in chapters 25 through 31, you may see it the most clearly. Turn back over to chapter 25. Chapter 25 is a short chapter, only 6 verses. Bildad, one of Job's friends, is talking about the greatness of God. And he talks about the nothingness of man. Job starts off in a pretty good manner, or Bildad does. He starts off in a pretty good manner. He doesn't refute Job's evidence of God's power from chapter 23 and 24. And look what he says in verse 2 through 2 and 3. Dominion and fear are with him, with God. He maketh peace in his high places. Is there any number of his armies? And upon who doeth not his light arise? He reaffirms God's power. Then he says, how can a man be justified with God? Or how can he be clean that is born of a woman? We would all agree with that. Look what he says in verse 5 then. Behold, even to the moon, and it shineth not. Yea, the stars are not pure in his sight. Bildad reaffirms God's holiness, and people would say amen to that. And Bildad is good up through verse 5. But then he goes to verse 6, and he says, how much less man? Talking about God's holiness and man's holiness. How much less is man's holiness? That is a worm. Man is a worm. And the Son of Man, which is a worm. Now, he expresses amazement that Job or any other worm would even think of questioning God's judgment. Because that's what Job's been doing. Why am I going through this? I looked up the word worm. You know what it means? Maggot. In fact, Bildad is using the visual picture of breeding maggots. Have you ever went out to the trash can and you picked up a bag of trash and there was maggots up under? That's a gross thought. But have you ever done that? And there looked like hundreds of them? That's what Bildad is talking about humanity right now. Now here's a guy that's suffering. I mean, think what Job has been through. And here's his good friend, the last time that these three guys are going to talk, and he says, Job, you're like a breeding maggot. Boy, it's comforting, ain't it? That'd bless you right good. I've had people say things similar like that to me when I was hurting, and I probably have said things similar to that to people that were hurting, thinking I was doing them good, but wasn't doing them no good. Now, the analogy is valid, but let me tell you something. God does not see His creation as breeding maggots. God sees people as precious beings, loved and valued by Him. How do you know that? Well, John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. He didn't say, for God so loved those breeding maggots down there. God so loved the world. I am precious in God's sight, and you are as well. Jesus, though, was considered a worm when He died on the cross. Did you know that? Psalm 22, verse 6, pictures Jesus as saying, but I am a worm, and no man a reproach of men, and I'm despised of the people. Now, Dr. Henry Morris, who I love to read after, he's dead now, but he wrote many things about creation and many things about science in the Bible. And he explained what he think that verse when Jesus said, I'm like a worm, what it means. I thought this was pretty cool. He said, when the female of the scarlet worm species was ready to give birth to her young, she would attach her body to the trunk of a tree, fixing herself so firmly and permanently that she would never leave again. The eggs deposited beneath her body were thus protected until the larva was hatched and able to enter their own life cycle. And as the mother died, the crimson fluid stained her body and the surrounding wood. From the dead bodies of such female scarlet worms, commercial scarlet dyes of antiquity were extracted. I thought that's a pretty good picture of Christ, is it not? Dying on the cross, shedding His blood for us, for the reason it says in Hebrews 2:10, to bring many sons unto glory. I'm one of them. See, Christ died that we can live through him. So when he says, Psalm 22:6 describes the worm and he gives us a picture of Christ, maybe you could tie that to Isaiah 1:18. It says, come now, let us reason together. Saith the Lord, though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. See, he went to the cross, and there may be possibly a reason that he was talking about being a worm there is because he had all the sin placed upon him at the cross. That may have been a reason why. All I know is that God looks at me not as a breeding maggot. God looks at me as an individual that he loves and he died on the cross for. Well, in chapter 26, Job responds to Bildad. And he calls attention to the great power of God's creation. Starting at verse number 6 and going down through verse 14, Job talks about God's absolute control in creation. Look in verse 6. It says, hell is naked before him, and destruction hath no covering. Let me give you a little teaching here, okay? Hell here is the Hebrew word Sheol, and destruction is the word Abaddon. Now, Sheol in the Hebrew Scriptures came to be the place where dead went to. And over when it talks about the bosom of Abraham in the New Testament, that refers to a place of comfort in Sheol, where the Jews said the righteous dead awaited judgment. In Hebrew Scriptures, Abaddon came to mean place of destruction, or the realm of the dead, and it's associated with Sheol. The Amplified Version translates verse 6 and says, Sheol, the place of the dead, is naked before God. And Abaddon, the place of destruction, had no covering from his eyes. I think maybe the writer of Hebrews may have been thinking of that verse when he wrote, neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. God knows all that I do, everything that I do. He knows everything that you do. He knows every thought I have. He knows every action I do. There's times I'll go out and I'll get a little mad money. You hear what I'm saying? And I'll think, I don't have to tell Angie about this. Got a little mad money the other day and thought, I'm going to go buy me an outfit I can wear when I'm exercising. I didn't end up buying it. She ended up finding out about my money. I'm manifesting her side, and all things are naked and open unto her. But you know, there's nothing I do that God don't know about. Nothing that I do. And nothing that you do that God don't know about. Every jealous thought that I have, every arrogant thought that I have, every humble thought I have, every act of kindness, every act of rashness, God sees that. It says that the place of the dead is naked before God. The place of destruction has no covering from his eyes. Then he says in verse 7, he says, he stretcheth out the north over the empty place and hangeth the earth upon nothing. Now listen, the Bible's not a science book. But when it talks about science, it does so with remarkable accuracy. Do you know that? I hope before I get done with the book of Job to go through some of the scientific data that Job has in it and just to show you how that well before there was ever the laws of the universe that was decided, or that was found out, and before they decided that the earth wasn't flat, Job already pronounced those things. How could he do that? I'll tell you how he could, because the Holy Spirit wrote this. Because it's the Word of God and it has no error in it. Job explains here with complete accuracy how the earth was placed into space. I love space. I'm one of these nuts that when a space shuttle would go up, I'd have NASA up on my computer at work, listen to them talking back and forth. A lot of people think I'm up in space right now. Been up in space. But let me tell you something. Job explains that the earth is not only suspended in earth, but that it rotates about its north-pointing axis. He stretcheth out the north over the empty place, and hangeth the earth upon nothing. The Hindus and Chinese and early Native Americans, they believed that the earth was flat, and that it rested on the back of elephants, and that the elephants was standing upon a giant turtle, and the giant turtle was resting upon a giant world serpent. I've heard that before, and I've thought, well, what was the serpent resting on? When Columbus lived, people thought that the earth was flat. They believed that the Atlantic Ocean was filled with monsters large enough to devour their ships, and they were fearful about the waterfalls that fell over the edge of the earth. And I can remember thinking, whenever I heard that in school, well, how does the water get back up on the earth if it falls off? In Greek mythology, the god Atlas was thought to have had the world resting on his shoulders walking around. You ever seen a man walking around with the earth on his back? That's Atlas. That's what the Greek mythology said of how that the earth was suspended. Job unmistakably with complete accuracy explains the earth was placed into space and hangs on nothing and rotates on its north axis. You know, I step back and I think, you want to learn things about nature? Read the Bible. You want to learn things about God's creation? Really? Not what these nuts say in school. People say, well, you believe in evolution. I believe in macroevolution within species. I don't believe in macro going outside. I don't believe that a monkey can one day wake up and be an elephant. They've never proved that. They've never disproved anything that the Bible says. Did you know that? Nothing has ever been disproved. In fact, what science has done is come up and said, well, you know what? The Bible was right there. I just wonder if when they figured out that the earth, you know, have you seen that picture from space of the earth when the Apollo rockets went up? It's a beautiful globe. I just wonder if anybody stepped back and thought about that. God hangeth the earth on nothing, and he points the north up to empty space. Well, look on down here in verse 14. I love this. It says, verse 13. By his Spirit he has garnished the heavens. His hand hath formed the crooked serpent. I bring that to your attention because Job talks about the power of God in creation. God formed that crooked serpent, Satan, that Satan inhabited. God formed that serpent that Satan inhabited. Do you understand that? I just wonder, as God was making the animals, you know, when he made the whale, he said, I prepared you for a specific purpose, and that's to swallow Jonah. And then he prepared that serpent. He knew that Satan was going to inhabit that serpent. Look in verse 14. Lo, these are parts of his ways, but how little a portion is heard of him. But the thunder of his power, who can understand it? Job adds a simile comparing God's power in creation to just a whisper. And what he's saying is creation is just the edge of God's work. Job knows that in the midst of suffering, though, right in the midst of him being in that garbage pit, that garbage dump with the ashes all around him, he knew in what he's saying here is that God is in absolute control. God was shining bright in Job's life here. Then in chapter 27, Job shows his entrenchment in the faith of who God is. Some people say, you know, Job was just hanging on to his faith by his fingertips, and maybe just a sweat would make his faith leave. I don't think so, though. Because look at what he says in verse 2. As God liveth, who hath taken away my judgment, and the Almighty who hath vexed my soul, Job recognizes that God is in control of his suffering. Look what he says. All the while my breath is in me, and the Spirit of God is in my nostrils. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. God forbid that I should justify you. Eliphaz, Zophar, and Bildad, God forbid that I should agree with you. Till I die, I will not remove mine integrity from me. My righteousness I hold fast and will not let go. My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live. Integrity comes from the Latin word integer. Integer in math is a whole number. Integrity means wholeness and means being undivided. The concept here of what he's talking about is that the whole thing is working well and it's undivided. He says, you know what? I'm going to stand firm that God is my creator and that God's in total control of what's going on in my life right now. That's what Job was saying. Let me ask you, with that definition of being whole and being undivided, how much integrity do you have? How whole are you and how undivided are you? Let me ask this. How whole is our church and how undivided is our church? Job says, you know what? Regardless of what takes place, I'm going to rest firm on the wholeness that God has for me. Did you know when Christ saved me, he made me whole? Up till that point in time, I was divided. I had a hole inside of me that only God could fill. Nothing else could fill. Only God could come down, and that hole was just the size that he could come in and reside. Let me ask you something. Are you incomplete today? Maybe, I'm just asking the question, maybe you've never came to Christ. Because I believe with my heart, based off what the Bible says, that when a person comes to Christ, they're whole. And then the Bible says, after he inhabits my soul, the Holy Spirit seals me. Nothing can come out. I put stuff up before on the wall thinking, man, it's secure and solid. And it falls down. I put things up on a cabinet and think it's just going to reside there and a little vibration of the house and it just falls down. But let me tell you something. There is nothing that can knock God out of that hole that he put inside of me. Nothing can. And do you know why? Because the Holy Spirit has got me sealed unto the day of redemption. Morris, that's just religious speak. No, it's not. It's reality speak. It's what the Bible says, and the Bible is truth. Well, how whole are you and how undivided are you? Well, in chapter 28, Job offers a beautiful statement on the wisdom of God. The whole purpose of the chapter is summed up in verse 12. Look in chapter 28, verse number 12. It says, "But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding?" Verse 13, "Man knoweth not the price thereof of wisdom, neither is it found in the land of the living. No human possesses enough wisdom to explain all of life's tragedies, heartaches, and strangeness." You know, as a minister, I don't go nearly as much as our pastor does. But I've been called before and go see people when they're in tragedy. And you know, preachers are the worst sometimes. We just want to feel that void of emptiness, that empty space. We just want to talk. Well, bless God, I believe maybe this happened for this reason right here. And in reality, we don't have a clue as to why it's going on. We get to being like Bildad Zophar and Eliphaz. And we say, you know what, here's the reason this is taking place. And in reality, we don't know. And you know, the best thing we can do most times is keep our mouth hushed and don't say anything. You know, I've thought, when these three fellows came up on the scene, how would it have been if they just said, "Job, let's pray with you. Job, we really want to be a comfort to you. We don't want to debate you. We don't want to just fill the empty space, the awkwardness of the empty space. We just want to help you." How would it have been? But instead, they launched into Job. But man can find an answer concerning wisdom in verse 28 of chapter 28. Look at what he said. And he said, and unto man he said, "Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding." You want to have wisdom? Fear of the Lord. That's not a tremble. I remember when I was growing up in Highland, I would have to go from my mama's house to my parents' house where I lived. And I can remember there was a dog that I did not want to cross wherever that dog was at. You hear what I'm saying? I was physically afraid. And then there was another time I was walking up through there, and there on the corner of Highland and Spruce, I believe it was, there was some bullies that was there. And they beat me up one time, something horrible. And I can remember thinking, I don't want to come this way again. I'd go all the way out of the way. But let me tell you something. Whenever I would walk that way with Dad, and we walked to Mama's house sometimes, I didn't care if that dog was there. I didn't care if them bullies was there. You know what I want to look? Come on, dog, now mess with me. Bullies take him on. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. To be wise, a person must learn reverence for God. We don't teach reverence for God anymore. Do you know that? We teach that God is some casual being that we can just nestle up beside of and just be a buddy with. And that ain't the way that God is. Reverence is an emotion and reverence is an attitude. Reverence as an emotion, meaning a subjective response to something excellent in a personal way. Do you know that God is excellent? And if I understand reverence with Him, I'm going to understand that you know what? He's way more excellent than I am. Reverence is an attitude. It's the acknowledgement of the legitimacy of a superior power. It's recognizing God is all-knowing, all-powerful, omnipresent. Reverence. And He said, "Behold, the fear of the Lord, reverence, that is wisdom." You want to be a wise person? Have reverence for the Lord. Well, then chapter 29 brings us a Job who is longing for the good old days. He's remembered the former situation. Have you ever reminisced back to the good old days? Good old days wasn't really as good as what we think they were. I've thought many times, boy, I'd like to go back and be in my teenage years maybe one more time. Then I get to thinking, no, I wouldn't. I was a messed up individual during them years. It's a good thing I just got through them, you know what I'm saying? Job comes up and he's longing for the good old days. And what he's remembering was when he was esteemed in the community. And I believe Job may have been thinking here while he was sitting in the garbage pit and he was rubbing himself with ash. He may have been thinking, I used to go in a public square and sit. And people would come from all over and talk to me and just ask me questions, ask advice. And he would provide charity to those that were needy. We're going to see that. But now Job was just a shadow of his former person. Literally, when the Bible says he was in an ash heap, the way I understand that, the ash heap was outside of town where they burned trash. Job is in the garbage dump, scraping himself with broken shards of dishes. Look in chapter 29. Moreover, Job continued his parable and said, "Oh, that I were as in months past, as in the days when God preserved me, when his candle shined upon my head, and when by his light I walked through darkness. As I was in the days of my youth, when the secret of God was upon my tabernacle, when the Almighty was yet with me. And then look what he says. This is sad. When my children were about me. Job's probably still grieving the loss of his children. I've heard that when a parent loses a child, or when a child loses a parent, they never fully recover. It's like being an amputee who loses a limb. You just have to learn to compensate for that part that's missing. Job says, when the Almighty was yet with me, when my children were about me. Then look at verse 6. He says, when I washed my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil. Butter and oil in the Old Testament were symbols of happiness, joy, and peace. Job was saying, I remember those days when we'd gather around at a holiday and the kids would come in. Man, it was a good time. Then he says in verse 7, when I went out to the gate through the city, when I prepared my seat in the street, the young men saw me. They hid themselves. I believe that was they had an immense amount of respect for him. And the aged arose and stood up. The princes refrained from talking and laid their hands on their mouth. The nobles held their peace, and their tongues cleaved to the roof of their mouth. When the ear heard me, then it blessed me. And when the eye saw me, it gave witness to me. And then he directly, in the next few verses, refutes what was accused just a few chapters ago of Eliphaz, when Eliphaz began pointing specific sins out and said, maybe this is what happened. Look at what he said. He said, because I delivered the poor that cried, and the fatherless, and him that had none to help him. The blessing of him that was ready to perish came upon me, and I caused the widow's heart to sing for joy. I put on righteousness, and it clothed me. My judgment was as a robe and as a diadem. I was eyes to the blind, and feet to the lame. I was a father to the poor, and the cause which I knew not I searched out. And I brake the jaws of the wicked, and plucked the spoil out of his teeth. Job said, you know what, Eliphaz? No, those things you said a few chapters ago that I did, that's the reason I've sinned. No, I didn't sin. I was continually looking to help people and help those with charity. This particular passage has two areas which tie together because of verse 12. First off, you read very clearly the honor that Job received as a community leader. Talked about when he went in, they prepared his seat, and the young men hid, and the older men stood up. And Job was a respected person. But you know why? Because of verse 12. He says, I was respected because of his many deeds and various deeds of charity. Job was somebody, I believe, that really had reverence for the Lord, and because of that reverence, he continually looked to help people. Job was somebody I don't believe was real stingy. David preached this morning about stewardship. I don't believe Job was somebody that constantly was checking his pockets. I believe whatever he had, when he came upon somebody, he gave him. That's what the Bible says. Job was a person of integrity. Look in verse 18. Then I said, I shall die in my nest, and I shall multiply my days as the sand. While he was young, Job thought he was not going to die. You remember when you was young? I remember when I was 20 years old, and I thought, man, if I lived till I'm 80, that's 60 more years. And then I got to be 30. That's 50 years. 40. That's 40 years. And I turned 44 last Sunday, and now I've got less days than I've already had. Job, you know, thought, I'm not going to die. I'm going to multiply my days as the sand. Man, I've got goals and dreams out there that I want to accomplish, and I want to do things. And you remember when you was younger and you had all those goals? If you're a young person, I encourage you to have goals and work towards those goals. But remember, there's coming a day when darkness is going to begin to set in. You're going to step back and say, I can't do those things I used to do. Time's going to begin to slip past you. Before you know it, you're going to say, I've got less days ahead of me than I have lived. Job says, then I said, I shall die in my nest. I'm going to die with a big family. I'm going to die successful, and I'm going to multiply my days as the sand. And then chapter 30 brings reality setting in. Chapter 29 now looks backward to the glory days, but chapter 30 looks at the present and he sees misery. I believe chapter 3 and chapter 30 of Job are two of the darkest chapters in this book. In chapter 3, Job wanted to die. And in chapter 30, he realizes he's not going to die, and he sees his present situation in reality as one of sheer misery. People have made fun of Job because he's sitting out in the garbage dump. People were accusing him of things that he didn't do. Job may have even been a hated man at this point in time. You know, it's a reminder of somebody else who was accused by sinning by people in the community. Somebody else that suffered greatly. Jesus lived the purest life on earth, and yet there's never been anybody hated or ridiculed more than he was. Tim Tebow, I'm not a Denver Broncos fan, but I was thinking last night when they had an interview with him about him bringing some disabled kids in, and I thought, here's a guy, if nothing else, here's a guy people can look up to. And what are they doing? Ridiculing him. You know the very reason why they're ridiculing him? One reason. One reason only. Because of Jesus. That's the reason why. And then I hear people like Charles Barkley. I'm not a role model. Don't look at me. And I heard I'm not preaching Tim Tebow's gospel tonight, but I heard Tim Tebow say, you know, my goal is to be somebody that younger kids can look up to and be an encouragement to. And somebody yesterday, James Brown may have been the person that said he's got a higher agenda than just playing football. I thought, oh yeah, he does. That's the type of individuals we need to be looking up to. Job's somebody that just feel like he's abandoned. And in verse 19 of chapter 30, look in verse 19, he says, he hath cast me into the mire, and I am become like dust and ashes. Now, when I read verse 19, my mind went to Psalm 40. Can I just read this to you? It says, this is Psalm 40. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and he set my feet upon a rock, and he established my goings, and he put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it and fear, and shall trust the Lord. Blessed is the man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turns aside to lies. Many, O Lord, my God, are thy wonderful works which thou hast done, and thy thoughts which are to usward. They cannot be reckoned up in order unto thee. If I would declare and speak of them, they are more than they can be numbered. Job's in a terrible situation. He's been cast into the mire, and he's become like dust and ashes. And you know what? God never told Job to go to the ash heap. He never told Job to go to the garbage dump. How many times will we end up at the garbage dump because we chose to get there? God never told him to go there. But now, when I end up at the garbage dump, I just want to water around in my own self-pity. You ever get like that? Woe is me. Job says, I'm in a mire right now, and I've got ashes and dust all over me. When I read it, I thought, Job, that's your own fault for being in the ash heap. You shouldn't have went there to begin with, son. But you know what? I'm sure that's probably the way that Job felt. I've been cast aside by God, and I might as well go to where that they're burning trash and just remain there. You know, I believe Psalm 40 is a picture of somebody that got saved. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me, and he heard my cry. You know, somebody that's a sinner that cries out to God, God will hear your cry. Do you know that? Then it says he brought me up also out of a horrible pit. Sin is a horrible pit. And out of a miry clay. You ever been in miry clay? My neighbor had water problems up behind his house one time. And he called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. He's dead now. God rest his soul. And he said, Morris, I need you to come up and help me shovel. He said, mud's coming down on my house. We went up there, and no joke, I stepped down and went up to here. And I thought, I can't dig like this. But I got to thinking, that's what miry clay is. You know what I had to do? I couldn't get up out of there. I had to reach up and say, Greg, grab my hand and help me up out of this muck I'm in right now. Let me tell you something. If you're not a Christian and you feel like your life is in a miry clay right now, God is reaching down, saying, listen, not religious speak. All you got to do is take my hand, and I'll pull you up out of that miry clay. It's a choice you have to make, though. And he put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it and fear or respect, and shall trust in the Lord. Well, we come to chapter 31. Job has two mysteries that he sees. And people wrestle with these mysteries today. Job's asking why now. The first mystery Job is asking in chapter 31 is, why hadn't God rewarded my faithfulness? Look in verse 4 of chapter 31. Doeth not he see my ways and count all my steps? I've been faithful to you, God. Why haven't you blessed my finances yet? I've been faithful to you, God. Why is my loved one still sick? I've been faithful to you. Why hadn't you done this? We had a teenager here at Gravely a few years ago, faithful to the church. He came to me when he started getting out of church, and I said, how come you're not coming to church? He said, well, I'll just tell you. He said, when I come to church regularly, my family struggles. When I don't come to church and I work, they don't struggle anymore. Some people can step back and say, oh, he was being blessed. No, he wasn't. Oh, God was providing for them. But you know what? I believe sometimes Satan can provide blessings like that as well and make you think it's God. Well, it's okay. I don't have to go to church on Sunday. After all, I work all week long, and you expect me to be at church on Sunday as well? And you know what? I don't have to give my money to the church. I mean, come on. If I don't give it, they're not going to miss it this time. Look at what the offering was last month. You know what? If I have to stop and think about those things, do I want to do them? My life is not in the way that it needs to be. Do you hear what I'm saying? But if I step back and I say, no, wait a second, God. You see my ways. You count all my steps. You know how I am anyway. I want to give it out of pleasure. Job is questioning, why has God not rewarded his faithfulness? And he goes through chapter 31 and says a number of times, if I have not done specific things, then don't bless me. But if I have done these specific things to serve you, God, bless me. Job says, I've not committed adultery. I've made my life count for something. I haven't cheated anybody. I've not lied to anybody. I've not stole from anybody. I've not helped somebody when they was presented with me the opportunity to serve them, but God still isn't blessing him. And Job was beginning to believe what his friends were feeding him. That if you live your life in the right kind of way, God's going to prosper you. Listen to me. God does not owe me anything materialistic for what I do. Do you hear what I'm saying? We're going to a retreat next Saturday and Sunday. I always have a blast at retreats. I'm blessed at these retreats. You hear what I'm saying? But if I'm going to do that retreat out of some penitence that God's going to bless me with some big financial thing at the end of it, I might as well stay at home. Because when that don't happen, I'll be like Job. Well, wait a second, God. People say name it and claim it. I mean, if I do these things, you're going to increase my bank account and stuff like that. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the meek. That's what Jesus says. The only thing that God does owe me, I believe, is to be there with me and to give me that peace that passes all understanding. Listen, God does not owe us anything materialistic for what we do for Him. The second mystery that Job is crying out for is that of unanswered prayer. Have you ever prayed something and you felt like you got through, but it didn't get answered the way that you prayed it? I had an uncle that died with cancer a few years ago, and I can remember I prayed, Lord, don't take him right now. Leave him here. And then he died, and I'm going, wait a second, I prayed. You ever prayed for something? I prayed with people whose spouses have been in the hospital, husband or wife, and they say, oh, I just want, and then they end up dying. Wait a second, Morris. If I prayed, didn't God not hear me? No. I believe that God did. We're going to see that. Look in verse 34 of chapter 31. It's where Job's crying out of unanswered prayers. Oh, that one would hear me. Behold, my desire is that the Almighty would answer me and that mine adversary had written a book. Another translation is, oh, that I had somebody to hear me. I sign now my defense. Let the Almighty answer me. Let my accuser put his indictment in writing. In Job's day, an accused person wore a placard with the charges against him printed upon it. That's what Job was crying out for. Job was crying out for God to hear him and to speak with him about his plight. And what the entire crux of what Job is really asking now come on. What Job is really asking is, why? Why am I going through what I'm going through? I want to come to close just a second. Let me ask you this. Does God hear our prayers? Yes. Isaiah 59 says our sin will make God to shut His ears to our prayers. But if you're living your life hid in Christ, the Bible says the Spirit searches our hearts and prays to God the things we don't even know what we should pray for. Romans 8 says the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities or our emotions. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. And He that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because He maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God. And then the verse we all know, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, and to them who are called according to His purpose. Then in Romans 8:34 it says, who is He that condemneth? It is Christ that died, yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of God, who is making intercession for us. Now, let me tell you something. If I pray, I believe this is what happens based off of the Bible. The Holy Spirit takes my prayer and gives it to Jesus. And then Jesus turns around and prays it to the Father. How do you know that, Morris? Because that's what the Bible says. Does God hear my prayers? Yes, He hears my prayers. What about the times when God does not answer my prayers the way I think that He needs to answer? Let me give you a couple of characteristics and I'm going to close. All right? Characteristics of who God is. One is God is omniscient. Omniscient comes from two Latin words. It means all in knowledge. God knows all things. Do you know that? There's nothing that God does not know. Think about it just for a second. Those of you that have a retirement account, you have an investor. You'll take money to that investor, and I'll get a quarterly statement showing where my money has gone to. You know what? I have no idea what I'm looking at when I read that statement. I've got to have trust in that investor because he's got the experience in doing that. Well, let me tell you something. God knows everything. That investor knows what they've learned. God knows all. Psalm 139 says, O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my downsetting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. There is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Whenever I pray something that God does not answer the way I think I need to have it answered, I step back and I go, well, God knows all things. That's not a fatalistic viewpoint of saying whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's saying He knows best. Second is, God is omnipotent. God is all-powerful and able to do whatever He wills. Matthew 19, Jesus said, with God, all things are possible. Psalm 115:3 says, but our God is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever He hath pleased. God knows all, and God is all-powerful. God is also omnipresent. He's everywhere present. One definition says God will fill the universe in all its parts. Psalm 139 says, whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up to heaven, thou art there. And if I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If He knows all, and is all-powerful, and is with me all the time, maybe I just have to step back and trust Him. Job was in a situation where all he could do was trust Him. A fellow by the name of Charles Blondin was a French tightrope walker. And he came to America, and he made his fortune off of crossing the gorge below Niagara Falls on a tightrope. 1,100 feet long, 3¼ inches in diameter, 160 feet above the water. And he carried his manager, Harry Colcord, on his back. One day, just before starting, he asked the audience, do you think I can go across this? And everybody resoundingly said, yes, you can. We've seen you. You can do it. He says, are you sure that I can do it? And they said, oh, there's no doubt. He said, how many thinks I can? Raise your hand. And people raised their hand. He pointed one man out, and he says, okay, I need you to help me because my manager's not here today. Come here and hop on my back. Guy stepped back and said, well, maybe you can't do it. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me tell you something. One day, Christ came to me, and He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I want to come into your life, and I want to walk with you. And you know what? You can trust me. You know what? I'll be with you all the way, even to the end of the world. Then hard times come in my life, and I get to thinking, well, maybe, is He really there? I'm praying, and I'm doing those things that I need to be doing. Is He really there? Let me just tell you, yeah, He is. He is not only there, but He's with me every single day. He knows the outcome that's going to happen. He knows what I've already been through. He knows the situation I'm in right now. God knew where Job was. Job was trusting in God. Are you tonight? Do you know Jesus as your Savior? If you don't know Him, like I said earlier, you can be a complete person tonight by accepting Him as your Savior and as your Lord. It's a package deal. You can't just say, yeah, I'll accept Him as my Savior so I can stay out of hell and not accept Him as Lord. Ain't no buffet. You got to accept the whole total package. You hear what I'm saying? And when you do that, just like I said, the only thing He promises me is I'll go with you, Morris. And I'll provide that peace that passes all understanding. Do you know Him tonight? If you don't, when we have the invitation, I'll invite you to come forward. Let's pray. Father, how we love the book of Job and how we love your word. We pray tonight, if somebody here tonight does not know you as our Savior, this will be the night they'll step out in trust and faith because I believe the Holy Spirit is speaking to somebody to come to you. Father, whatever the need is tonight, we know you're going to meet it because you're a great and awesome God. It's in Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen.